May nakulong na po ba na gobernador? May nakulong na po ba na mayor?
Hindi ho lahat ng government officials wala nagagawa. May mga gagong government officials, meron din mga gago rin sa service but not all.
Mga hampas lupa ng mga mananaya.
Yung mga supervisor ng mga illegal numbers games, 8 years to 10 years, you can be imprisoned. Yung mga manager, yung mga operator, 10 years to 12 years. Yung mga pinanser at kapitalista, 14 to 16 years. At yung mga protektor,
Nagsisinungaling kaya iha.
Di naman po. Di talaga. Sir.
Ibig mo sabihin,
Personal.
kayo ang nandun, hindi nyo alam na may sigalot sila. Samantalang kami na nandito sa Kongreso, alam namin na may sigalot.
16 years to 20 years. If the offender is a public official, elected or appointed, perpetual disqualification from office.
Di ba pagdating ng pulis, takbuhan yan lahat?
Opo sir, pero may mga nahuhuli rin po sir.
No.
Kayo doon sa monthly na binibigay. So, hindi nyo na tinitignan kung ginagawang illegal o legal yung pinapasok na pera. As long as nag-guarantee kayo sa perang matatanggap nyo, that's it and that's all. Ay, naku po.
Mr. Chairman.
Asan ang moral fiber nyo? PCSO.
Sir, siguro, baka sa law
Ha?
enforcement
Ba't hindi nyo
agency
tulungan
na po
yung ating mga
siguro.
PNP?
Di naman na
You have
siya
to have a
makikita.
guidelines and policy to check
Mr.
yung
Chairman.
sugal na binibigyan nyo ng prangkisa. Hindi laging pera na lang nasa isip nyo. Kasi, basta nakatanggap kayo ng pera, kahit sa illegal yan, tatanggapin namin. That's it? Yes or no?
Sorry po, hindi na namin alam na illegal. Basta po sila
Yun na nga
ay
hindi nyo alam na
STL
illegal
agent.
eh.
Ito lang di ba pagdating ng pulis, takbo yan? May mga bet yan sa loob.
Yes, Your Honor.
Saan nilagay yung pera? Sa inyo?
Yung perang bet money, Your Honor.
Yes, na-confiscate kasi takbuhan na yon.
Sir,
Why
kasama
should
po-
I bother 1,000,
Kung,
2,000 pesos?
Kung nakatakbo po yung tao, kasama na po yung perang naitakbo niya, pero yung mga nahuhuli po natin,
No.
is
I will disagree with you, General Lucas. Kasi pagtakbo ng tao, he or she don't mind the money that he put it there. Ang nasa mind niya, paano ako maka-escape?
Masama na nga yung sugal ay ginagawa pang illegal yung legal. And that's a problem that we are confronted with. Certain elements of our public official as well and the enforcers as well. Those are the people that are conniving in order to have a successful operation of these illegal activities.
Napansin ko lang ho, bakit ito lang ho ba yung mga regional director natin sa buong PNP?
We have the resolution tackled the
Kasi if
Region
we're
4A.
talking of illegal gambling, Mr. Chair, I suggest that we call all of the regional directors kasi ang gambling po ay masyadong proliferated na sa buong bansa. Hindi lang po sa Region 3, hindi lang sa Region 4, may Region 1, may Calabarzon, lahat mayroong dyan sa Cordillera hanggang sa ARMM. It's so proliferated, Mr. Chairman. Kulang ho ito. Nandito ang NBI. Nasaan bang CIDG dito? Nandito rin ba? Ang dami yung klaseng pasugalan, Mr. Chairman. Ang dami yung pasugalan, sus, Panginoon ko. Pagbabanggitin ho natin dito lahat ng kasugalan. Peryahan, bukis, STL, loting, waiting. Pati STL, ginagawang waiting. Online sabong. Kaya walang kinikita yung pagkor natin dahil kinukompetensya ng sugalan, Mr. Chair. Kahit anong gawin natin, yaw-yaw dito, kung hindi naman matigil ito, wala rin mangyayari. And this, bata pa ako, nag-iimbestiga ng Kongreso at Senado ng illegal gambling, ala naman ho nangyayari. So, we must do something about it kasi meron na ho talaga napakalalahan na ho sugalan. Problema, hindi lang ho ito mga otoridad natin ang pasok dyan. Pati yung mga politiko, masakit man yung sabihin, pati mga politiko natin, mga mga local leaders natin, kasama din minsan dyan. So, how do we stop this, Mr. Chairman?
So,
I would like to ask your wisdom.
Thank you so much, Congressman Erwin Tulfo. As a matter of fact, I agree with you, na talagang
Mr. Chair, may I add, I
okay.
would like to put in motion to invite all the regional directors of the PNP, including the CIDG, next hearing para we can hear from them and they can explain. Kasi dito sa Luzon, ang sikat dito, weteng,
Yeah, I
loteng.
know.
Pagdating sa Mindanao, Visayas, masyaw.
Yes.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, we will
So,
do that, Congressman Erwin. What we have to discuss first is to tackle the resolution that pertains to the Region 4A. But in relation to what you're trying to implore on this committee, to invite all the different region as well, is in relation as well, because we have to compare what is happening in Region 4A and what is happening to the different part of this country. And for that, we will be allowing your motion that we need to invite as well the different regions. But in so far as the resolution that I filed is concerned. So, sa atin yung comparison, kung gaano kadami yung sa amin, gaano kadami yung sa iba-ibang region. So, magbe-base po tayo doon. And we will set some parameters in order to limit the questions on the resolution that I filed regarding the Region 4A. Because nababahala din po yung lingkod because when I saw the data, no, that nakita natin that Region 4A, ngayon ko lang nalaman that out of the 5,000, 1,200 plus yung sa amin ni Congressman Acop. And I will be asking as well yung Region 4A natin because kanina na sinabi ni Congressman Erwin Tulfo that for so many years we've been discussing this problem already but nothing is happening. Dahil lagi na lamang hearing tayo ng hearing pero wala tayo nagiging resolution. But I have to remind each and every member of this committee that this committee will produce result. As a matter of fact, I read the Republic Act 9287 with regards to the rules and guidelines. Specifically, Rule 3, Section 5. Andito yung mga yung increase ng penalty sa numbers games, no? Revision of Presidential Decree number 1602 na dito sa Republic Act 9287, itinaas na po ang penalty. Doon sa mga nagbebet in accordance to letter A of Section 5, nakalagay, from 30 days to 90 days, pwede yung mga tumataya, ikulong. No? Pag napatunayan na nagtataya kayo, at hindi lamang yon, even your car, even your houses, your land, your building, being used for illegal gambling can be confiscated by the state. Hindi lamang din yon. In accordance with that Section 5 of Article 3, sinasabi rin din dito, yung mga supervisor ng mga illegal numbers games, 8 years to 10 years, you can be imprisoned. Yung mga manager, yung mga operator, 10 years to 12 years. Yung mga pinanser at kapitalista, 14 to 16 years. At yung mga protector, 16 years to 20 years. And if the offender is a public official, elected or appointed, perpetual disqualification from office. And we have to warn yung ating pong mga opisyales ng PNP because they have the penalty of not only imprisonment but also criminal and administrative cases and suspension and dismissal from the office as well. So, mabigat tong batas na to, yung Republic Act 9287. Ang tanong sa PNP, Napolcom, siguro kasama na rin po kayo. Meron na po ba tayong naparusahan dito sa batas na to na itinaas na po natin ang penalty noong mga perpetrators ng illegal gambling? Meron na po ba tayo na ipakulong?
Kasi ho, sir, yung mga binabanggit na number 1,000, 5,000 na nahuli, yan po, sir, ang tawag sa linggo na yan ay mga piyait. Yan yung mga binabangketa, yan yung mga hampas lupa ng mga mananaya na nahuli na nagtataya ng 5 piso, 10 piso. Meron ka na bang nalalaman o wala pang nababalita na may nahuli na administrator, operator ng illegal gambling? Wala pa, Mr. Chair. And hindi nakapagtataka. Because yung operator, yung mga management, itinatago yun. Yung hinuhuli lagi ng mga otoridad natin, yung mga nagtataya sa lupa, yung mga 10 piso, 15 pesos, 20 tong each. Pero yung mga management, yung mga leader, yung mga financier, yung mga protector, hindi nakukulong. Wala naman na i-report, Mr. Chair, di ba? Kaya tingin tuloy ng tao, moro-moro lagi itong investigasyon natin because nothing is happening for the longest time. Wala pong nakukulong. May nakulong na po ba na gobernador? May nakulong na po ba na mayor? May nakulong na ba konsehal? May nakulong na ba regional director, provincial director? Wala pa pong nakukulong, Mr. Chair.
hindi ho lahat ng government officials wala nagagawa at saka itong house na to wala na-accomplish. Personally, it would be demeaning to say that this committee, more so this house, has not accomplished anything in investigation similar to what we are doing here. Not all elected government officials are guilty of illegal gambling. May mga gagong government officials, meron din mga gago rin sa service, but not all. We cannot say that to everyone, Mr. Chair. Ako, nag-mayor ako. Pinasara ko yung dalawang sabungan sa amin. Pinahuli ko yun. Pero, but sorry to say, hindi ho lahat ng government officials wala nagagawa at saka itong house na to wala na-accomplish. So what we need to do is really to push the PNP to enforce yung trabaho nila, the CIDG, the regional directors, gawin nila yung trabaho nila. All of us, we need to do our share.
At hindi po tayo magmomoro-moro dito. Siguro I sympathize with Congressman Erwin Tulfo yung kanyang nararamdaman because for so many years talagang walang nangyayari. And
Mr.
I also
Chair.
agree with Congressman Gomez precisely because I became a mayor as well. At nung ako naging mayor, ang ginawa ko po diyan, pinatawag ko lahat ng mga illegalista. Pinulong ko sa opisina ko. Nilagay ko lahat ng mga illegalista diyan, lahat ng mga nabubukas diyan. Dito kayo. Illegal ang ginagawa ninyo, nalalaman natin yan. No? Pero, meron tayong legal na mga gambling. Di ba? At alam naman natin na binibiyak nila yan eh. Kilala natin ang lahat ng mga naging illegal sa ating mga bayan. Pag tayo po ay punong bayan. Alam natin yan eh. But the problem is, of course, being a mayor, being a governor, or public official, or barangay captain, you have the right, di ba? You have the responsibility to make it right. And I told them, may legal tayo na dapat dalhin doon ang mga taya ng mga tao. Dahil legal yan eh. Ang problem, itong mga illegal, binibiyak nila yan. Ha? At nilalagay nila doon sa hindi sila nagbabayad ng buwis. And that's a problem. And they know it. They know it. Alam ito ng mga opisyal ng ating mga LGU. Hindi ba pwedeng hindi mo kilala yung mga gumagawa ng illegal sa iyong bayan? Ako, kilala ko ang gumagawa ng illegal sa aking bayan. And I'm worried, no? I'm worried. Dahil nakita natin ng data, and I'll be asking the PNP, Region 4, you have to dissect. You have to categorize all of this by province, by municipality. Para makita natin kung sino ang pinakamataas sa illegal gambling, makita natin kung sinong bayan, istasyon, ang pinakamatataas sa buong Region 4. Nasa ganon, makita natin sino ang hindi tumutupad at sino ang tumutupad. So, Congressman Erwin Tulfo, you have the floor.
Mr. Chair, I just want to clarify. I did not say that everybody, local government officials, elected officials, are involved in illegal gambling. My point is, my question was, may nakulong na po ba na mayor or na gobernador na nasasakupan niya yung kanyang lugar na may illegal gambling? Wala pa po eh. Well, congratulations po sa mga LGU natin na mga mayor, governor, na congressman na wala pong illegal gambling sa kanilang lugar because meron po silang political will. It's called political will, ladies and gentlemen. If you really don't want it, then it won't happen if you're the mayor. I'm sorry, Mr. Chair, I haven't been a mayor or a governor, but I was in the media before, but I know what's going on. If you are the governor or the mayor, you're the father of the province, you are the father of the city. If you said no, then it is no. Kasi po, pag sinabi ho ng mayor ni governor, ayoko ng illegal, hindi. Pero may mga instances naman na tinatrabaho or pinapayagan naman ng PNP, ng chief of police natin, or hanggang sa provincial director o hanggang sa regional director na hindi rin alam ng LGU natin. Yun ho minsan nagkakaproblema. Pero kung talagang rampant ang illegal gambling, siguro dito sa Region 4 na sinasabi ho ninyo, siguro may basbas ho yun ng mayor, may basbas ho ng gobernador, alam ho ni RD, hindi naman makapalag si RD, or yung PD, kasi baka matransfer si PD, sabi ni gobernador, palayasin mo ito chief PNP, o kailangan palitan ito DILG dahil hindi sumusunod sa akin. So natatakot. let us all understand na itong mga puliso na ito ay administratively are still under with the power of the mayor, the governor. So, susunod ho yan. Pero pag sinabi ho ni mayor, I don't like it, I don't want it, walang sugalan. Marami naman ho mga cities and provinces sa Pilipinas na wala pong sugalan because ayaw po ng mayor, ayaw po ng governor. Okay? Pag ayawan ho ng governor, mayor ho yan, wala ho yan. Titigil ho yan. Trust me, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
And I agree with that, no? And as a matter of fact, sa Republic Act 9278, Rule 5, Section 16, the participation of barangay official, city and municipal mayors, governors, and non-governmental organization, people organization, consistent with existing laws, all local government unit officials are enjoined to ensure the strict implementation of this law. Any local government unit official in whose jurisdiction a gambling house is found, or who with knowledge of the existence of a gambling house or place in his jurisdiction fails to abate the same or take any action in connection therewith shall be dealt with criminally and administratively. Governors and mayors upon their automatic deputation as representative of the National Police Commission in their jurisdiction through their election and qualification shall direct the employment and deployment of the PNP that will guarantee and ensure the proper implementation of this law against illegal number games. Ang tanong, uma-action ba ang PNP at ang ating mga local government unit? In this juncture, we wanted to find out sa NBI, no? Andiyan po ba ang NBI? Because in
Mr. Chair.
accordance with this rule of 9278, nandito rin po ang NBI, Congressman Rehencia.
Totoo po yung sinasabi ni Congressman Tulfo na kung hindi papayagan sa isang politiko, mayors, governors at that, ay hindi talaga magagalaw yung mga illegal gambling operators. Kasi sa pulis, kung hindi ka papayag sa gusto ng politiko, tapos pupunta pa sa regional director, immediately gagawan ka ng order na iparilib ka sa posisyon mo. Lalo na rin yung Mr. Chair, yung hindi pa nakaabot ng 6 months, masisira yung career pattern nila. So dito kailangan may tandem talaga ang city director, provincial director, mayors or governors. Kasi kung hindi ma-relieve, gawan man ng paraan. Alam yan ni General Francisco na pag hindi ma-relieve ng matiwasay, gagawa ng derogatory records yung certain city director, provincial director. Kung sino pa yung gagawa ng kabutihan, yun pa ang hahabulin. So, pag hindi ito Mr. Chair, na ang mga politiko at saka PNP ay hindi mag-uusap-usap, ay hindi talaga ito may stop, lalo na sa ground. Ang mayors naman, I was once a mayor. Kung during the time of Peace and Order Council meeting, magbigay ka ng instruction doon sa mga pulis mo na director. Ito ang gusto ko, huhulihin mo lahat, yung mga illegal gambling operators. So, magawa yan. Lalo na kung may suporta sa confidential fund or sa intelligence fund. So, kayang-kaya yan. Ang naman dyan, ang kinatakutan sa mga city director, provincial director, is ma-relieve sila dahil gagawa ng derogatory records papunta sa taas. Automatically, aaksyonan yung governors or mayors dahil medyo mas malakas ang politiko kaysa isang provincial director na ang rango ay full colonel, city director at that. Ay kung mamalasin pa, pati pa ang regional director, ma-relieve pa.
I was listening to General Lucas kanina. You confiscated millions of pesos. Where's the money now?
As part of the evidence, Your Honor.
Ano mo
Nasa korte po.
masabi mo na evidence yan? At large ngayong Because under the law, you have to deposit that the following day. Bawal yun. So my question is, where's the money right now? Hindi naman lahat na na-confiscate ninyo na nahuli yung perpetrators or those engaged in illegal. But there are also na tumakbo, especially yung mga sabong-sabong, pagtakbo niyan, may pera. My question is, where's the money right now?
Yung mga confiscated na money is deposited sa court po, Your Honor.
How about the rest?
Wala pong the rest,
Can you
Your Honor.
produce the 7 million to us?
Siguro kailangan nating sabihan yung korte, Your Honor.
Okay,
It is not with us,
I'll
Your
make a
Honor.
motion to that. You submit that in the next committee hearing. I want certification coming from the court that you deposited 2 million, 3 million, and so on and so forth. Can you produce that? Or
We will try, Your Honor, to coordinate with the court, Your Honor.
yeah, because this is people's money eh. Baka, I'm sorry, I have a dirty mind. Baka, wala na yun. 2023 to 24 or 2020 pa. That's amounting to 7 million. So that's why I'm asking, where's the confiscated money right now?
We'll try to coordinate with the courts, Your Honor, kung
Okay.
saan po naka-file yung mga cases.
Pero sa palagay mo, General, lahat ba? May mga apprehension ba? For example, sa illegal sabong, di ba pagdating ng pulis, takbuhan yan lahat?
Opo, sir, pero may mga nahuhuli rin po, sir.
No. Ito lang ano, di ba pagdating ng pulis, takbo yan? May mga bet dyan sa loob.
Yes, Your Honor.
Saan dinilagay yung pera? Sa
Sir,
inyo?
Yung perang bet money, Your Honor.
Yes, na-confiscate kasi takbuhan na yon.
Sir,
Why
kasama
should
po,
I bother 1,000,
Kung,
2,000 pesos?
kung nakatakbo po yung tao, kasama na po yung perang naitakbo niya, pero yung mga nahuhuli po natin
No.
is...
I will disagree with you, General Lucas. Kasi pagtakbo ng tao, he or she don't mind the money that he put it there. Ang nasa mind niya, paano ako maka-escape? So yung pera na nandyan, I'm asking, where's the money? Kasi sa pera ng tao,
Your Honor, as one of
that
the...
should be deposited to the Bureau of Treasury eh. Anyway, can you submit that in the next when the next committee hearing
Yes, Your Honor.
with all the certification?
Yes, Your
7
Honor.
million yan
Opo.
as of ito.
Yes, Your Honor.
Otherwise, hindi naman ako magaling ng mathematics pero I know a little ano naman.
Yes, Your Honor,
Okay.
we'll do that.
Okay,
Thank
RD,
you.
pakisabit na lang po sa amin yung ating certificate. And
Yes, Your
at the same
Honor.
time, RD, can I ask kung ano yung conviction rate natin sa mga illegal gambling cases natin? Meron ba tayong how many are yung conviction rate? Kung ilan talaga yung na-convict na natin sa illegal numbers games? Meron ba tayong ganun? Or for that purpose, lahat na ng illegal gambling?
As of this time, Your Honor, wala po kaming data with regards to the conviction rate, but
Police Colonel Monte, Provincial Director of Quezon Province. Sir.
Gaano na po kayo katagal as PD of Quezon?
Your
PPO?
Honor, 18 months.
18 months. So meron din po kayong accomplishment sa anti-illegal gambling.
Meron po, Your
Sa
Honor, from
Sabong.
the moment I assume, hanggang ngayon, sir, a total of 272 na po yung huli namin sa Tupada, Your Honor.
So sino po nag-handle nitong mga nakuha ninyong manok or fighting cock?
Pagbuhay po, sir, ay nasa custody ng arresting, yung arresting officer. Pagpatay naman, sir, ay pinipicturan and then dinidispose na,
Mr.
sir, yung
Chair.
mga patay na manok.
Mr. Chair, pwede po bang i-require natin ng all provincial directors concerned to submit inventory with pictures ng mga sasabunging manok na nakumpiska nila sa mga illegal na tupada, Mr. Chair?
Yes, we will be asking the PNP to submit to us the documents that being asked by Congressman Busita. Can you do that?
yes, Your Honor.
Are you
we'll do
asking
it.
the Region 4?
Yes, Mr. Chair,
Sa
for
PDs?
for all PDs and
Okay,
in fairness
Region
to Mr. Chair, and in fairness to all PDs, yung effective date po nung nag-assume sila up to present.
Okay. Is that all?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Congressman
Thank you.
Paduano, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Anyway, tinanong ni Congressman Colonel, retired Colonel Busita yung mga PD kung how long they're staying as a provincial director. RD, How long you assume as regional director?
Your Honor, going 5 months po.
5 months. Okay. Now, Mr. Chairman, based on the data, except operations, arrested persons, amount confiscated, or on other forms of illegal gambling. Illegal numbers game, Mr. Chairman, if you see the record, just in 5 months' time, no? CRD, tsaka yung sa mga PD mo, sino yung pinakamatagal? Quezon, 18 months.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, Quezon. Anyway, ako, Mr. Chairman, just to be fair to the regional office of Region 4A, Mr. Chairman, you look at the record. The data shows, ito, illegal numbers game muna. From January, for the calendar year 2023, ang total is 4,266. For January 2023 to February 2024, in short, 2 months. Ang record mo, RD, is February 29, no? Feb 29 ata, no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
From January
Now,
1, 2023 to...
Yeah. Anyway, Mr. Chairman, ano lang ako sa figure, ah. Now, in 5 months' time of RD Lucas, kung titingnan more than 1,100 operations was launched. Kasi ang data is 5,317 for the period of January 23 to February 2024. Now, why? Because the record shows that calendar year 2023, may 4,266 operations conducted. So, in 5 months' time, you have around 1,200 plus operations.
If we'll base the data on the record, more than 4, Your Honor, because I took over last October 2, Your Honor.
Kaya ang sinasabi ko, in 5 months' time, more than, of course.
Yes, Your Honor.
But yung January 2024 mo to February 29, 2024, 1,000 plus. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Chairman, the records or the data also shows that worst areas or provinces in relation to illegal gambling numbers game is Laguna and Batangas, in which probinsya mo yun, Governor.
Hindi, sandali.
You have to do something about
Actually,
it.
ngayon ko lang
You have to do something about it. Anyway,
well,
anyway, pero the record also shows, ito lang may mga problema. PD ng Laguna at saka Cavite. Kasi ang Batangas, in other forms of illegal gambling, from 460, tumaas siya. No? Tumaas kayo dyan, mga 50 some plus ang operations doon sa other illegal gambling. Pero, ang Cavite po at saka Laguna, for the period of January 2023 to Feb 2024, the figure shows na wala kayong operations. It's still the same. Cavite, ilang buwan ka na ba nakaupo as Provincial Director?
Sir, for 6 months, sir.
6 months. You don't have any operations for other illegal gambling operations based on the records. For January to February.
Actually, sir, meron... from January to February.
Yung data dito, operations. Cavite, 890. For January 2023 to February 2024. Pagdating dito sa calendar year 2023, 890 din. The same as Laguna. 344, 344. Unless otherwise, the data that was submitted to us by your regional director is not correct. Laguna, that is Cavite. Laguna, PD ng Laguna. Gaano ka na ba katagal as PD?
Your Honor, I assume January 25, 2024, up to present.
January 25, 2024. So you have around 1 month.
Yes, Your Honor.
1 month, tama, di ba? 1 month and 4 days.
Yes, Your
Kasi
Honor.
ang report is February 29. Now, wala kang other operations na ginawa.
Your Honor, based on my record, sir, we have conducted 348 number of operations against illegal gambling.
No, sandali. Sandali, ah.
Illegal
Ang sinasabi ko dito, PD.
Yes, Your
Ang
Honor.
sinasabi ko dito is other forms of illegal gambling.
We have 38, Your Honor, sir.
38 RD. So yung data mo,
We'll
Does that,
check on this, Your Honor.
sorry?
We will check on this, Your Honor.
Please reconcile your data. Ha?
Yes, Your Honor.
Cavite. Ikaw, from January 2024 to February 2029, other illegal gambling operations. Zero ka rin kasi dito eh. And you're staying for about 6 months. So pwedeng tumira ka ng tumira hanggang December of 2023. Pagdating ng January, medyo pahinga ka.
Sir, we have 306, sir, operations.
From January 2024, ang sinasabi ko, other forms ha.
Illegal naman.
Kasi yung record mo dito, ang record mo is sa ito, illegal numbers game. Record mo 769 for calendar year 2023 to February 2024. Pero for calendar year 2023, it's only 463. So in short, tumaas ka ng almost 300. 769 and 463. In which, medyo maganda. Kasi tumaas ka eh. Di ba?
Yes, sir.
But other forms of illegal gambling, wala kang report dito. 890 pa rin. Anyway, Mr. Chairman, we will just give them the time, especially this is just an initial investigation. But ang ano ko lang dito po is, RD, please reconcile na lang po.
We'll do that, Your Honor.
And I hope the chief of the si General Francisco po, in the next hearing, please prepare na lang po yung comparative din, no? Sa lahat ng mga regions. Tapos para maka-reconcile natin, kasi you are now obliged to let your regional directors to attend in the next hearing. Anyway, initial lang naman to. Diba si IDG under sa DIDM, no? Yes, sir. Okay. So, si IDG din, siyempre, imbitahan yan next hearing. NBI. Nandito, si IDG. Okay. Anyway, and then pala si sir. Soki. Anyway, last na lang, Chairman, if you allow me, no? Last na lang. Itong RD, itong mga other forms of illegal gambling operations, kung question of percentage and rate, anong dito? Ano kung pinakamalaki?
Sir, karamihan po rito yung tupada po, Your Honor.
Tupada?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sabong?
Opo, kasi pag nagsasabong po kasi maramihan. So, mas marami po yung porsyento ng sabong, Your Honor.
Yung e-sabong, yung online, no? Which is now illegal because the President ordered to stop the operation, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
So yung mga illegal, yung mga sabong in relation to illegal, isabong, wala.
Your Honor, if you are talking about isabong, wala pong isabong sa PRO 4A, Your Honor.
Hindi. Wala legal kasi illegal ate. Di ba?
If
Pero
po
mayroon
yung
ba? Nagigirilya?
isabong po, isabong, yung online na
Hindi,
sabong.
kasi, ito Ardia, kasi sa ngayon you cannot anymore identify if this tupada is related to isabong. The only proof na pwede mong sabihin na ito is intended for isabong pag may kamera. Tama? Well, in fact, using platforms, even those cockpit arena that will be used for isabong is still illegal because the betting should be bet inside the cockpit. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, so yun yung RD, paki-check nyo lang kasi during the games and amusement na hearing, it was established that in some regions, I'm not saying that it is happening in region 4A, but in some regions, guerrilla operations of isabong, when I say isabong, from a guerrilla cockpit area, mga makeshift lang, pero may camera, then may betting outside because of the online. So paki-check lang po kasi in other regions, it's still happening. Guerrilla lang nga po. Umiikot lang sila. Kunwari, today, dito. Tapos lilipat sa kabila. Nandun na yung mga manok. Walang spectator, walang tumataya doon. Sila lang. Well, in fact, alam na rin nga nila kung sino man nanalo, sino matatalo eh. Kasi, yung mga manok, sa kanila din. Tupada isabong pala yung boss. Tupada isabong. Paki-check na lang po. Sa mga PD ng Region 4A, wala ba kayong na-monitor na gano'n? Or an operation which is connected to illegal electronic sabong?
Sir, sa Quezon po, karamihan po ay guerrilla tactic na yung ginagawa nila. Karamihan sa mga bundukin, sir, mga walang yung mahirapan mong akyatin, wala rin mga signal. So, for Quezon, wala kaming na-monitor na tupada isabong, sir.
Hindi, Congressman Paduano, singit lang ako doon, kapraso lang. Kasi we have to coordinate with our barangay officials, mayors, governors. Pagdating sa mga ganyan, sigurado, barangay, alam yan eh. Sa local government, alam yan eh. Do you conduct a coordination with them? Or hindi na kayo nakikipag-coordinate sa kanila? Or duda kayo, whatever? Anong policy nyo dyan?
Sir, for Quezon, isa po yan sa best practice namin yung coordination with the local chief executives, particularly yung mga barangay.
Again, I didn't hear that.
For Quezon, sir, isa yun po sa masasabi naming best practices. Best practice namin yung continuous coordination with local chief executives, particularly yung mga barangay, para, sir, mamonitor namin o mahuli, sir, namin yung mga nagtutupada.
How about sa mga tapos ka na ba, Congressman Paduano? Hindi pa? Hindi pa. Hindi, isingit ko lang kasi may mga nagpadala ng picture right ngayon lang eh. May nagpadala sa akin mga picture. Can you kindly show the picture? Kasi yung mga picture, nakaka-worry eh. Bakit kasi... Hindi, isang picture lang pare. Dalawa lang ata to. Kasi, ayan katulad niya na. Sige, isusunod. Yan, yung mga dyan nag-sunod. Nakita ko lang kanina. Sige, go ahead. Ayan, sige pa.
Laguna yan eh.
Laguna nga. So, nagpadala sa akin ngayon eh, na tumataya sila sa kalye, sa naka-open na. So, sasabihin natin, legal to o illegal. Hindi mo malalaman kasi diyan tinataya ng mga ng mga kubrador eh. Pagkatapos niyan, idediretso sa Cabo, dadali na doon sa estasyon. Doon na nila inihahati. Yung ilalagay sa legal, saka ilalagay sa illegal. But why do you allow this kind of setup? Wherein, yung mga lugar ng ating mga kababayan, ginagamit ang kalye, ginagamit yung mga bahay nila, which in relation to Republic Act 9278, may liability sila dyan. How do you find out yan ay mga illegal o legal? Sige, General RD.
First of all, yung mga nangongolekta para dun sa legal, naka-uniform po yan. Meron po siyang identification card. May times po na yung mga pulis po natin nakakahuli sila ng walang ID, hindi naka-uniform. Pag nahuli nila yon, maya-maya meron ng certification galing doon sa company na employee nila yung tao. So,
Yeah, tama yun,
ang
RD.
nangyari, since hindi na namin fina-file po yung
Sir,
kaso yun,
nakuha kita doon eh. Doon, malalaman mo yung identification kung sino ang legal sa illegal by giving up the IDs, ano? Okay?
Yes, Your
Yun ang
Honor.
ginagawa nila eh. But this kind of setup, wherein you put up yung betting station doon sa mga gantong klase ng ano, are we not inviting our people to, di ba, dapat hindi nga natin masyadong pinapatronize yung sugal eh. But unfortunately, yung pag-identify kung ito ay legal o illegal, di ba? Through the different IDs, ano, hindi mo ma-identified. So sa dami ng ganitong klase ng mga ng koleksyon ng mga betting, can you kindly tell this committee kung lahat yan na nakabalibot sa buong Calabarzon, lahat yan na nakabalibot sa probinsya ay ma-identify natin legal o illegal? Do we have that kind of na power or strength or structure to identify all those betting ano? Kasi ako nakikita ko yan eh sa bayan ko eh at sa ibang lugar eh pag bumibisita ako, halos lahat para silang mga ano tawag doon, yung kabuti na halos lahat ng kalye merong ganito. That sometimes parang nag-iisip ako, paano kaya na-identify to kung legal to o illegal? Considering that our manpower sa ating structure ay limited tayo.
May I call on the PD of Laguna to please answer the question? Thank you.
Okay, PD,
Thank you, Your Honor.
you're recognized. Sige, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. In fact, yun po yung mga subjects natin for illegal gambling operations, yung mga nasa kalsada po. However, gaya ng sabi ni RD namin, na upon arrest, doon na sila nagpe-present ng mga certificate nila and IDs doon sa fiscal's office. So, isa po yun sa coordination namin with the STL operators, requesting them at least to provide us copies of list of their employees para during our operation, at least alam na po namin agad kung sino po yung mga legal employees nila po, sir.
Hindi, okay, PD, no? Medyo ligaw ako doon sa sagot mo. Sino ang sa PCSO na nandito? Yan, PCSO, meron pala tayong invited. Are we allowing this kind of setup wherein we cannot identify the legality and illegality of that different kasi ang dami nila as in talaga. Ngayon din mo identify kung sino legal at legal doon.
Chairman?
Yes, Congressman Paduano.
Anyway, hindi pa ako tapos doon. But in relation to that, Mr. Chairman, actually, if you really study about it, no? Kung parang kabuti na naglilipana yung mga so-called betting station, problema talaga yan ng PCSO at saka ng local government. Because unless otherwise, they have the permit from the local government, pwede sila mag-operate. Di ba PCSO, tama? They have to get a permit from the local government for a betting station, ha? For a betting station.
Bale po, PCSO yung nag-approve ng station ng STL.
And but they have to get a permit. Di ba? Sa local government?
Meron po kayong,
Hindi mo alam?
meron pong law na parang pag ano ng national government, hindi na nako-cover. Meron po kaming
No, but
issue na exemption.
what I'm saying is the betting station, not
Opo.
hindi yung mga kobradora.
Opo, kasi po, bale,
So you are saying in this committee that because there is a franchise coming from the PCSO, though all those betting stations don't need to have a permit from the LGU?
opo, may in-issue pong exemption based sa Supreme Court decision.
Supreme Court?
Opo.
Pending pa sa Supreme Court ngayon o may
Di
may
po,
finality
approved na.
na?
Dati pa po. Same with Lotto agents namin.
Okay. Okay, I will not discuss about DLG, about betting station permit. Business permit. Business permit. DLG.
Sir, sa pagkakaalam ko ho, meron nga pong ganong batas na hindi na kailangan kumuha ng business permit.
Business permit?
However ho, yung na-observe namin na yun ho na-observe namin, hindi ho mismo yung business permit ang binabayaran, kundi yung mga ibang sanitary permit, etc. Yun yung hinahanap ng ibang munisipyo.
Congressman Paduano, if I may, no, para hindi tayo, no, ito susugan ko lang yung sa iyo. Medyo naligaut na tayo doon eh. Yung sa permit, okay yun. Kasi we have discussed that. I remember, tama si Congressman Acop, when we were together with Congressman Danny Suarez during that time, we have discussed that lengthily eh. And we were able to find out that the franchise that being issued by the PCSO does not need, no, yung sa local government, no. And we subscribe on that, yung mga station, betting station natin na nakalagay. Allowed yan. But ito yung tinatanong ko kanina pa eh. From the moment na tumaya na yung tao, nakuha na nila yung mga taya, ililipat na nila to ngayon sa estasyon, doon sa anong pa tawag doon, parang ponduhan, para anong tawag doon, meron silang tinatawag na pinaka-station. Doon na nila dadalhin yung pera eh. Noong mga nakakubra eh. Ano nangyayari dyan? Doon nangyayari yung pagbibiyak eh. Na nilalagay nila sa legal, saka nilalagay sa illegal. Ang tanong, paano nyo na-abate tong ganitong klase na kung saan nananakawan ng ating gobyerno? Dahil na nga, yung legal, ginagawa pa nilang illegal. Yung sugal, ginawa pa nilang illegal. Dahil nga, binibiyak nila eh. So, paano yung ginagawa ang pag-aaresto sa mga taong gumagawa nun? From the betting station, going to the, what you call that? Yung pinaka-mother unit nila. Doon dinadala yung pera. Paano nyo na-abate yung ganong klaseng sitwasyon? PNP.
Your Honor, ang na-aresto lang po natin is yung nangongolekta na walang ID, hindi po naka-uniforme. Pero kung may naipakita na ID at naka-uniforme at nakakolekta siya, then dadalhin niya doon sa station nila at yung sinasabi niyo po na ginagawa nilang illegal, yung illegal, hindi na po namin namomonitor yun, Your
Okay,
Honor.
PCSO. So, paano ginagawa nyo sa ganitong klase ng problema? Na kung saan dito, alam mo, dito kayo nananakawan ng bilyon-bilyon, ha?
Mayroon pong guaranteed monthly retail receipts yung aming STL.
Merong
Guaranteed monthly retail receipts.
Yan. Yun yung napag-usapan natin sa committee on, kumbaga, nakaasa kayo doon sa monthly na binibigay. So, hindi nyo na tinitignan kung ginagawang illegal o legal yung pinapasok na pera. As long as nag-guaranteed kayo sa perang matatanggap nyo, that's it and that's all.
Opo.
Ay, naku po.
Mr. Chairman.
Asan ang moral fiber nyo? PCSO.
Sir, siguro, baka sa law enforcement
Pati di nyo
agency na
tulungan
po
yung ating mga
siguro.
PNP.
Di naman
You have to have a guidelines and policy to check
Mr.
yung
Chairman.
mismong sugal na binibigyan nyo ng prangkisa. Hindi laging pera na lang nasa isip nyo. Di ba?
Po, legal sa amin sila. Kasi sila yung aming authorized
No,
STL.
what we're trying to say right now, right here, that your policy is not good. Bakit? Kasi, basta nakatanggap kayo ng pera, kahit sa illegal yan, tatanggapin namin. That's it? Yes or no?
Sorry po, hindi na namin alam na illegal. Basta po sila
Yun na nga
ay
hindi nyo alam na
STL
illegal
agent namin.
Can you kindly, Mr. Chair, invite natin yung sinong PCSO chairman ngayon?
Chairman, Juni Kua po.
Si Mel Robles. Sige, we'll be inviting them over to find out the policy regarding din sa binibigay na pera na hindi kahit na sa manggaling yung binibigay as long as natanggap na nila, that's it and that's all. Di ba?
Mr. Chair.
Oh, yes, MBI. Mr. Erwin Tulfo, Congressman Erwin. So, si Attorney Santiago, please.
Yes, sir. Mention ko lang, sir, si GM Mel Robles, sir. Pinatawag po kami sa opisina niya. Ito po yung diniscuss niya precisely. Yung meron nga pong legal at meron yung illegal. Nag-operate po kami dito po sa may stop and shop sa Manila. So, ang nangyari po kasi, merong legal, a few steps away, yung illegal. Ang nangyayari, yung legal nakasara. So, bali, parang ituturo, doon yung isa. So, yung mga bettors, lumalabas, doon sila lahat pumupusta, sir.
Sa illegal?
Sa illegal. So, na-operate naman natin yun, sir. At pending pa rin siya. At doon na nga, meron nga pong tumatawag. At kilala naman po dito yung sinasabi na pinaka-operator, kulang lang po talaga sa ebidensya. Ngayon po, nabanggit po ni Congressman Tulfo na wala po nakakasuhan ng malaking tao, public official. Maganda rin po dito sa amendment ng batas, hindi lang po yung penalty, pati po yung pagpapalakas ng investigasyon. Halimbawa po, ipasok natin dito yung technical aspect na para masama sa ebidensya at mapatibay. Kasi ngayon po, hindi naman talaga yung mga malalaking tao, hindi mo talaga makita yung involvement nila unless meron po tayong technical aspect. At makikita po dito lahat ng high-ranking public officials na sumasawsaw dito, makakasuhan po natin, sir.
So now, it is confirmed, no? Nako-confirm na natin that yung kinukuha sa mga betting station ay binibiyak at dinadala sa illegal. At sino ang mga nagdadala sa illegal?
Chairman.
Yan ang mga tanong eh. At now I realize that really, yung pinag-uusapan namin kanina ni Congressman Acop, from the betting station, which is allowed by the PCSO, and because the policy of the PCSO is kahit sa legal yan at illegal, tanggapin natin, di ba? At pagkatapos, pagdating ng mga kinubra nila, doon nila hinahati. And now it is being confirmed by the, you are from NBI.
Yes, sir.
From NBI.
Chairman.
So, okay. Sige, Congressman Paduano, please.
Anyway, Chairman, ito actually yung the situation that was mentioned by the NBI, yun yung sinasabi ko eh. Kasi PCSO, kailan talaga sa guidelines nyo, you review and amend your guidelines. Dapat only those betting stations recognized by PCSO at the same time, may business permit ng LGU. Problema yan ng police. How can they act on it kung mismo ang PCSO, parang, short of saying is, you're cuddling illegal bettors and illegal betting stations. Dapat sa guidelines yung malinaw na only those betting stations recognized by PCSO, at the same time, they should provide a business permit. Kasi, pag walang business permit, just like what the NBI has mentioned, ito yung legal, ito yung illegal, sarado, bukas to, eh, what can the police do?
Yes, oh.
Pero kung walang business permit, pwede nila doon nila idaan. Hulihin, pasara. Alam naman natin yan na ano eh, na by bokis eh. 'Di ba? Ang bokis ito eh, siyempre, yung bokis ito yung legal daw dahil may mga IDs, may mga certificate, blah blah, etc. etc. Pero percentage of that, smaller percentage remitted to the PCSO, pero yung malaking porsyento, binabangkahan nila. Ayun naman talaga ang totoo, madam, di ba? PCSO. And you cannot just point your finger to the police. In the first place, kayo po may problema. Tingnan mo, NBI na mismo. Bakit hindi makagalaw? Dahil may problema, for example, isang guidelines yung dapat, only those na nagpapataya, na may ID mismo, yun lang dapat ang legal. Hindi yun after apprehension ng police, sa kalalabas yung certification. Ganon din yung mga betting station. Pagpasok ng police, illegal, lalabas yung certification. And you allow it. Dapat ayusin na yan yung guidelines nyo. Hindi pwede na after apprehension, sa kalalabas yung certification at mga IDs.
PCSO, can you reply?
Nahihirapan. You're pointing your finger to the PNP, pero nahihirapan din police natin. Well, in fact, ang NBI nga, problema na, hindi na nila magalawan dahil lalabas na naman yung certification ng betting station.
Question, Congressman Paduano, if I may, no? Why did you come out with that kind of policy wherein all the operators of the, STL, ay binibigyan nyo sila ng parang mandato na sa loob ng isang buwan, kailangan ito ibibigay nyo sa amin. And we know, we don't care kung ito'y nanggaling sa legal o illegal. Why do you have to come out with that kind of policy? Ako sa tingin ko yung policy niyan, bulok yan. Di ba para bang sinabi mo, ito bibigay mo sa akin, kahit kunin mo yan sa illegal, wala akong pakialam, as long as binibigyan mo kami. How did you come out with that kind of policy? PCSO.
Sir, bali po sa operations kami, pwede pong sumagot siguro yung STL core group namin. Sila
Hindi,
po
tanong ko sa iyo, paano kayo nag-come out sa ganyang policy? Sino gumawa ng policy niyan? Kailan ginawa ang policy niyan?
Dati pa po, since the start po, based on the voting population.
Panahon nino?
Yung 2006 pa po.
2006 ganyan na?
Nung nag-start
Nagbibigay
po.
na sila talaga ng ganitong klase ng
Opo.
Oh my goodness.
Mr. Chair.
Congressman Erwin Tulfo, then Congressman Gomez.
Mr. Chair, yun po kasi yung dikta ng mga may hawak ng franchise. If you remember, kasagsagan ng weteng, gusto nating illegalize ang weteng. So, ang nangyari doon, ginawang franchise, ginawang STL Kuno. If you look at the list of PCSO, Mr. Chair, tignan mo kung sino ang mga may hawak ng franchise. Hindi ko nababanggitin. Baka malaglag yung mata mo. Dahil yung mga nag-operate ng illegal na weteng, sila din ang may franchise. And of course, definitely it's beyond the control of PCSO then in fairness po to them. Nilagay daw po nila yon because I did that story when I was a journalist. Nilagay nyo para safety measure kasi yung isang franchisee, yung may hawak ng franchise, Mr. Chair, idideklara lang sa PCSO na kumita lang siya ng 50,000 ng buwan na yon. So naglagay sila ng limit ng cap. At least ito ang ibigay mo. Hindi nga po maganda pero kasi wala talaga matanggap ang gobyerno. Pangalawa, Mr. Chair, ito, hirap na hirap ang pulis natin, NBI. Paano? Yung may ID, sir, dalawa ang kanyang hawak na taya. Ito, i-remit niya. Because yung STL operator, siya rin nagpapatakbo ng illegal. I-remit niya yung malaki dito sa illegal, konti lang i-remit sa PCSO. Pero pag tumama, PCSO magbabayad. That is what is going on, Mr. Chair.
Oh my goodness.
Mr. Chair.
Congressman Gomez and then Congressman Acop.
Mr. Chair, regarding sa quota ng PCSO, all of their transactions are electronically transmitted. Ibig sabihin nito, Mr. Chair, lahat ng transactions nila are supposed to be recorded. Correct? Tama ho ba? Electronic na ang gamit ninyo, di ba?
Hindi po.
Hindi pa rin?
Opo, nagpapataya sila sa ano.
So, paano yung daily ninyo na reporting sa PCSO? Hindi ba nagsasara kayo ng gabi na alas 8 para i-report na yun?
Yun po, bali from the authorized agent corporation, sila po yung nagsasubmit ng
Then
sales.
from those electronic transactions, dapat makita na natin kaagad kung ilan yung pumapasok sa kanila na pondo.
Daily po, meron silang daily sales report.
Tapos meron pa kayong cap, ganun ba?
Opo, at the end of the month, ito total po namin kung na-meet nila yung kanilang
So kung sobra,
parang nire-reflect din.
hindi, kaya nga.
Sales,
Sabi
yun
nyo
po
kasi
yung nire-record.
sinabi mo kasi may cap eh. So
Opo.
pag sumobra yung taya na legal,
Opo.
kanila na yon.
Hindi po. Basta kung anong dineclare nila sa PCSO, yun na po ang nire-record ng PCSO.
So,
Nagsisinungaling ka yata, Iha.
Di naman po. Di talaga.
Ibig mo sabihin,
Personal.
kayo ang nandun, hindi nyo alam na may sigalot sila. Samantalang kami na nandito sa Kongreso, alam namin na may sigalot. Sagutin mo ako, Iha. At baga ng tama.
Di ko po, sir, personally po, hindi ko alam yung kung anong meron
Officially.
po.
Sige.
Officially, wala naman po kaming kasi kami sa GM lang naman po kami.
Okay.
Wala po kaming sa chairman's office.
Noong bang investigasyon nung panahon ni Honorable Suarez, nasaan po kayo?
Di po ako nag-a-attend.
Hindi, nasaan po kayo? Anong opisina po kayo?
Baka po, sa STBR po, Southern Tagalog and Bicol Region
Na STL.
Department po ako.